Hey guys, been a little bit, huh? Hope you guys are doing good. I kind of just wanted to talk about this for a little bit. Not too long, hopefully, but let's see. Like a couple weeks ago, at this point, I believe so at least, it was announced by the official Sonic Racing Crossworlds social account that there would be 1,000 lines of dialogue and over 500 different rivalry interactions. And that's pretty fucking sick. Like, you've seen a lot of them pop up, like Sonic, Cream and Sonic, like that type of stuff. It's really cool. And it's the main reason why I love crossover racers or crossover fighters when they actually put in effort to interact with each other, because these guys have history. Like, interact, that's the whole point of these crossovers. And keep this in mind because it'll come up later. But we all know that they're putting Hatsune Miku, Ichiban from Like a Dragon, Joker from Persona, and SpongeBob, Avatar, and this and that. Like, they're putting all these characters in, right? And you would think that they would get their voice actors because they're obtainable. I mean, like, the Nicktoon fighter got SpongeBob and all these other actors to come back and voice lines. They even got an update like later on, but it did get an update. So they have voice lines, and that's a budget game. So I have not understood the hesitation for this game to include voice lines for the guest characters. And that was also announced too. I don't remember when, but I think it was during Summer Games Fest where we got the news that none of these characters were going to have voice lines. And we even saw it in action when SpongeBob got revealed, because he has no voice lines at all. And even the gameplays that came out afterwards, there's just bubble effects in place of him speaking. So my question is, why does this game cost $70? I'm actually serious. Why does this game cost $70? Like, okay, cool. We have 1,000 lines of dialogue for all the other characters. That's awesome. If you're gonna include all these crossover characters, why is there no voice acting for them? Their voices are their most iconic thing, especially for SpongeBob. Without it, it just seems like a lifeless, empty husk. And I know there's gonna be mods later that'll fix that, I'm sure. But we shouldn't have to be relying on mods to fix things, man. Like, this should just be in the game, especially when the game is jumping over to $70. I would get it if it cost $70 because you needed all these voice actors in and this and that, but Sonic ones aside, why? You did just fine carrying the other games with all the other actors at $60. Why is this one the one that's $70 with all these characters in and not all of them get the same treatment? Not even mentioning the people that they've had to replace now. Zaz sounds like a that is not Zaz, man.
Who's this runt? Out of the way, short stack! I'm here to race against the best!
Brother, what's that?
And look, okay, maybe we can compromise. I maybe get the fact that you can't get them back or anything, but why can you not at the very least, include their grunts and stuff that they've had already recorded? Can you not go to the other offices at Sega and borrow voice files or like have them send it over? Why at least not grunts and stuff? Because it feels so empty playing these guys. All the other guys have lines when they react to stuff like tricks and stuff like that. And then it's just lifeless and empty when the other characters do it. There's nothing there. And again, why not grunts? That's already recorded. Why not at least get their bare minimum? And Izuka said there is no dialogue for collaboration characters because of the IP. The voice dialogue is limited to 24 characters. So this has kind of led me to assume that maybe they had an IP agreement where they couldn't use the characters' voices and this and that. But like, why are the Sega ones also being held to that standard? Like, okay, I maybe get SpongeBob, Avatar, and the TMNT, but why are Sega characters also being just and again, same thing for the Nickelodeon representation. They have games where their grunts and stuff are already recorded. Why could they not send that over or have that in the agreement? I mean, I don't know. At that point, I wouldn't even try to have guest characters. Like, it's cool that you just get to play it, but it's just empty. Like, they say nothing at the end of races either. Like, they're just, I don't know, man. I feel like there could have been like a work around this. Like, they could have discussed it with the IP owners where they could have just had grunts, like, at least to give it some life, because they literally feel like puppets. And to a certain extent, yes, they are, because they're characters, but come on, man. There has to be a better excuse than, money. We didn't have enough money to secure the voice actors and this and that. You're already charging $70. Anyway, look, man. You're never gonna justify that price point to me. I don't know, man. Like, come on. That's not, you're not justifying it for me. Like, cool, they have amazing visuals, this and that, but cool, you've had amazing visuals for like a while now. You didn't need $70 for that. It's infuriating. I don't know why. And that's not even mentioning, and I don't even know if the Prime characters are also gonna be that way, because again, they could just get the voice actors. They're right there in Canada. Why? Anyway, that's been bothering me for a bit. I don't want to hear anything like, oh, maybe Sonic Team this and that. No, I don't want to hear it. They could have absolutely gotten this to work. At least bare minimum what I said before. I don't know. I don't want to know either, because it'll just be like a cop-out instead of actually having a good explanation. I hate licensing, man. I hate this. Like, okay, look, when I see a crossover, the thing I look forward to is the fact that all these characters are interacting with each other. And when you take that away, it lessens the impact of that crossover. It sucks, because half of the appeal is like, okay, how would these guys throw hands? How would they react to each other? Like, that's what I want. Why are you taking that away, man? Like, it's cool, they're visually there, but it's not them. It's just them, like their character models being placed in another game. Cool. I don't know. It seems so lame. Well, not seems like, it is lame. I'm sorry. It is. Bye. Have a good day.